And we're happy to join one of our favorite marine dealers, Polylift, Mark Mawson. How are you doing here at St. Charles?
Doing well so far. The attendance is better than we actually expected. Things are going well. People are upbeat. People are buying things. It's a good thing at the moment.
Yeah, it's really been, you have to take a leap of faith, right? This was the first year for St. Charles, and so it was kind of a step out of the comfort zone for everyone, but it looks as though everyone's now a lot more comfortable with the idea.
Absolutely. Being an inaugural event, you just never know what you're going to get into. You can plan and you can hope and you can do all those other things, and from there you just see what happens. And so far, everybody's been real pleased.
Well, this has nothing to do with the age, but you are a veteran marine dealer. And have you seen very many winters like our last winter? We've had some rough ones at the lake, no doubt, and rougher ones, but this really took its toll this year.
This one has taken a toll. It's different than we've encountered for a long time. The weather has gotten cold. It's stayed cold. We've got ice on the water that we haven't had in years. Where the entire channel's been frozen, not just a skim over, but nice, heavy, thick ice. And it's been a real interesting winter.
And you were saying what we all expected, lots of phone calls. There are people who have gotten down to the lake and found out that they got a little bit of damage from all of this. And so Polylift has been there to help not just your customers, but other people out.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people when they come down that are going to experience some stuff that they weren't expecting, because the ice did some major damage. And on top of it, there was lots of wind that we had on top of it too. So there was kind of a perfect storm when all this happened. And yeah, we service not only our own our lifts, Polylifts, but we also service everything else that's out there as well. So if you have a lift and you have a problem, we're there to take care of you.
What are some of the things people should look for when they get down? Is there anything specific that before they even open up the box and go to lower it that they should look at?
Yeah, there'll be some things. One, they're going to have to be sure that, if the lift is down, which means it's probably the hoses have been pulled on, or that it's got a leak in it somewhere from the ice or whatnot. So there's lots of things that can go on with that. So just give it a good once-over before you let it down. And if you have any questions, give us a yell. We'll run out and take care of it. Look at it.
And as the season proceeds, I'm bringing this up because I have a friend who has a poly, and he hadn't been to his place in a while. I was there, and I'm like, your poly is rocking, and that doesn't happen with a poly. So keep an eye on that. If there's a little more bounce than they're supposed to be in there, give you guys a call.
Yeah, because like I said, we had a lot of wind. There could be an arm bolt that could snap. There could be lots of little things that could be going on with all the lifts that could cause problems. If you get those fixed early, it can save you a lot of money.
We always talk at the boat show. It's about the best and the brightest and what's new. You guys do deal, and you broker lifts as well. You deal in used lifts also. Yeah,
we have everything. We have trade-ins. We have brokered lifts, new lifts. We have 2 lines of lifts that we manufacture. We have the poly lift and we have the roto lift. So we can take care of anything from someone's financial preference, wherever they may be, and what they want to spend on something, from the very high end to the low end.
Now, what's the must-have dock accessory right now?
The big dock accessory, we actually got 2. The wet steps is huge, and then the other thing we do is the Captain's Choice remote has been fantastic as well. And both of those work hand in hand about being accessible and making your dock life easy.
You and I talk quite often about the apps that are available for iPhones now, or whatever phone you have, and also a lot of people put cameras on the docks. And so if you have those kind of apps too, and you look at your lift and it's down, you can maybe play with it a little bit from home with the remote. Does that work that way, Captain's Choice?
There are some of that. He's working on an app now. I think he's got it done that you can do that with now. That'll be real handy. There's lots of cool little things out with technology, and there's an app for that are out there that works well.
There's an app for things you don't need an app for, actually.
Yes.
I don't want to let you go without talking about, of course, all of your lifts are impressive, and the size of boats that we get to see on Polylifts is always kind of part of the fun of the whole thing. But I find your PWC lifts especially impressive because of the stability behind them.
Yeah, we do a lot more steel in our personal watercraft lift than everybody else. We put the same effort into our PWC lifts that we do in our large lifts. And so no matter what you're buying, whether it's a PWC lift from us or you're buying a 40,000-pound lift for a back end that's in a crazy wide slip, everything, the engineering, the time, and the effort and the care is put in that little lift, just like we do the big one.
It's a lift at this point in my life I wouldn't mind my mom stepping out on,
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, we're lucky we get to see you guys quite often down at the lake. But if folks come down the lake and they want to come by and see you, let's tell them how to look for you.
We got 2 locations. We got our highway store in Sunrise Beach, which is right on Highway 5 between Laurie and Sunrise Beach. And then we have our Osage Beach store, which is right across from Duncan 2 and next to the new AT&T store in Osage Beach.
And if you look at the Osage Beach store, the colors of it reflect Polylift, but they also reflect a certain home state team.
Maybe the MU Tigers, yes.
Go Mizzou, right?
Go Mizzou, absolutely.
Mark, thanks for chatting with us. I look forward to talking to you again and seeing what you guys have seen out and about, looking at some of the damage from this year and what solutions you have for folks as we move along.
Absolutely. Give us a yell. We'll come by and we'll take care of it. And if whatever you guys like to do, we can do as well. The other thing I would like to bring up, if anybody wants LED lighting, we have all that available too. Bill has been fantastic taking care of our customers with that and gotten pretty, yeah, I just lost it. Lost the whole word.
You know, when I look at the LED lighting, it's sizzle on the steak, man.
Yeah, it just gives it a little pop, just something a little extra. If a person wants to do the little extra thing to their dock or to have the little extra wow factor, it's there.
Good times, good times. Good talking to you and looking forward to seeing you real soon.
Absolutely. Thank you.